Sometimes when we start something new, it's easy to stuff things up. And beekeeping is one of those things that it's easy to stuff up on. There's literally like hundreds of things that you need to be mindful of when you keep bees, and I've done a few things wrong. Got to do some things this morning. I've just got that smoker going. I don't know if I'll need it or not because it is pretty early, but let me show you what I've stuffed up. Over here, the levels and stuff with a flow hive, with all beehives, is quite important. The flow hive is level front to back, left to right, and front to back. I should have just gone with my gut instinct a while ago. When it was down there, when I first installed it, Sarah pointed out that, hey, that thing's not level. It's on a big bloody lean towards the back. And I thought, you know what, you're bloody right. And there's little spirit levels on the side of this flow hive that you're meant to put level so that it goes leaning towards the back. But what I did, for some reason in my head, the harvesting side of the flow hive I thought was at the front. And I watched a video last night that I went, it's really meant to be at the back, which really makes so much sense because like yesterday when I came out here to look at the flow hive to see if they were doing anything in it, I took the front cover off, the cover to see the flow hive frames, and I thought, I'm getting bloody surrounded by bees here. How do people do this with no suit on? And last night I was watching a video, I was like, they do it all from the back. Idiot, you did it wrong. So what I'm going to do this morning is turn the flow hive around the right way, the honey super. It's only been on there a couple of days. It should be fine. They've done virtually nothing in there. I've been looking through the windows and they only just move a little bit of the wax around that I've put there. Well, I'll turn that around the right way. I'll level it the way it's meant to be because it's meant to be leveled like down at the back so that when you do harvest it, it flows out the back. So what I've got here is wrong. And when I looked at it this morning, I thought, is that other hive level or not? I thought I leveled it when I installed it, but maybe not. So I'll check that as well this morning. I'll clean up along here a little bit and we'll get it sorted out properly from the beginning. I don't think, like I said, I don't think I'm going to need that, but because it is fairly early, they're starting to wake up though. They're starting to get out and about and do stuff. So we shall see. I'd rather have it there and not use it than need it and not have it. It really shouldn't be that big a deal to do this morning. Let's have a quick look in the windows here. There's no bees in there at all yet. So I'll get the roof off. I expect to see some bees underneath. There's a few in there. There's not many in there, there's a few in there. So I'll just separate the super from the brood box, and it really shouldn't be that difficult. Isn't that weird? There's no handles on the flow hive super. That's bizarre. Lots of bees in there. They're awake now. Let's level that off. The other thing I needed to do was level it so it's leaning towards the back, because that's the way the flow hive should be. So at the back here, the level left to right is on the money, but the legs at the back have got to go down. Front ones have got to go up. Shouldn't be that big a deal. Just get it done. Let's keep that smoker down range so that the smoke is blowing back into the flow hive. So I've got the spirit level on this side here. Even just looking at it, it's clear it's got to go back. So just tilt this up just a fraction and start winding it in. It'll have to go in a fair way because currently it's leaning towards the front, and it totally makes sense now. When I saw that video last night, it absolutely makes perfect sense as to what is going on here. And I actually thought for a while that I had this panel on where the spirit level is. I thought I had it on the wrong way, but no, I did it right. I should have just trusted my gut. Well, that took a bloody long time. That took me ages. Took a lot longer than what I thought it was going to take. And the lesson in this is make sure you got everything right before you put bees into it. So now it's level left and right. It's not level front to back, but it's level as far as a flow hive is meant to be. So it is leaning down towards the back. So if you have a look at that, it looks like it's leaning right back, but it's really the way it's designed. I'll open this up and I'll show you what I mean. If you're not familiar with flow hives, this is how you harvest them. You don't actually need to take the frames out to harvest them. The idea is that you crack these frames and the honey flows out. And the way that it was leaning with all the, the hive itself was level. It was, there's a bee right there. She's gone behind the wooden, oh there she is there, one there. It was level as far as any regular hive goes. There's a little bit of a, there you go, some bees in the window there. Wow, they're really cleaning that up. They've done such a good job with that. Once these are full of honey, the shelf will go down the bottom here, we'll key these and the honey will flow out the back. And because it was on the front before, I couldn't, for the life of me, I could not work out what was going on. I'd actually thought that I'd done something wrong. And I had. Well, actually I hadn't. And then when I looked at it, I was like, that doesn't look right to me, but it actually was right. So anyway, I should have stayed with the way I had it before. It would have saved me a lot of time. Let's have a quick look in this window over here as well. Oh yeah, they're busy. That's working quite well. I'm glad that there's bees up on there. And bees are going into where the honey stores will be. So hopefully they'll start filling those out with their wax and soon enough start storing honey. Well, the flow hive is done. What I wanted to do with it is now done. And I'll just, I want to have a look at that frame, the base on that, because I don't think it's level either. I really thought that I had them all level, but now I'm thinking that I don't. Isn't that funny? Had it wrong the whole time. Yeah, it's absolutely not level. I don't know what I've done with that. I really thought that was level before I started. Anyways, what I'll do, I'll take the hive off, level the base, or check the base first, make sure it's level. Because if it's not level, I've got an issue with the frame that I've built, and it's not level. What the hell? Nope, it's absolutely not level. So I have to dig this dirt up a little bit and level it out properly. That looks better. It wasn't level either. Don't know what I've done with that, but that's okay now. All right, girls, I'm putting you back. I'll just double check it on the frame, on the hive. Yeah, that's good. I may as well just do a quick inspection of this while I'm here. I wasn't sure that was still smoking, but it is. Here we go. It's alive again. There certainly appears to be a lot more bees in there than what there were before, which is certainly a good sign. There you go, girls. Always check that the queen's not on that before I put it on the ground. Just take this beetle trap. There's absolutely nothing in that. Now I'm not expecting to see anything on the outside frames here just yet. Oh, it's a bloody moth. Haven't seen one of them in the hives before. Certainly something to keep an eye out for is that the wax moth. Wow, these girls have been busy. I was just watching last night about bees not wanting to put honeycomb onto plastic frames. These are plastic frames and they are absolutely putting wax into there. You can see, maybe you can see some wax underneath all these bees. There's a lot of wax being built. Let's hop out of the way for a minute, girls. You see there? Heaps of wax being built. They're doing well. Let's get that back in there. These guys have progressed really well. I did feed these a couple of times now. Wow, they have done so well. This is a really good, fast building hive, I think. They've just done so much out here. Wow, have a look on there. Now, this was a wax foundation, but look how much they're building out this honeycomb. They'll be laying eggs in there soon. Well, there's already pollen in some of it. Wow. That's really good. Get off the microphone. You probably can't hear a thing I'm saying. There were bees all over the microphone. You probably couldn't hear anything I was saying, Zed. I'm pretty sure there's still one in there. There he is. Get off there. You probably... Get out of there. You probably couldn't hear a thing I was saying then. With those bees all over that microphone. It's a first time for everything. So far, it's a really, really fast building hive. I'm I'm super happy with that. Just having a look, see if we can see the queen this morning. It's just doing so well, this hive. And this is the swarm that I caught in the tree in the backyard. There's lots of brood in there, which is such a good sign. So she's here somewhere. I'm not really good at finding that queen just yet. They're putting honey stores into this. Honey stores up into here. And there's brood all through here, or larvae through here now. This is doing really well. And compared to that other hive, because that one came from a cutout on a tree, and I tell you what, going through the frames on this one compared to that one, this one is just so much neater. Now there is a little bit of knocking on that frame, on the hive. I would say that's more to do with my awesome skills as a welder than it is to do with how level things are. There's going to be a bit of something under there. I don't like that knocking. I'll probably just get something and wedge under that corner there and it'll be fine. Well, just standing here looking back at what's there now, that's just so much better. I didn't realise before that the Langstroth hide there wasn't level. It was only when I was out here just now I thought, that doesn't look right. And I'm glad I checked it too, because it wasn't right. But all's well that ends well.